Imagine standing in the freezing Arctic tundra, where temperatures can plummet to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 40 degrees Celsius. Now imagine stepping into a dome made of nothing but blocks of ice and feeling warm inside. Sounds impossible, right? But that's the magic of the igloo, a brilliant invention by the Indigenous Inuit people. So how does an igloo made entirely of ice can keep you warm? And before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a midnight mystery. At first glance, it seems like ice, a material synonymous with freezing, would be the last thing you'd want to build a shelter with. But here's the secret. Ice is actually a surprisingly good insulator. While it's cold to the touch, it has tiny air pockets trapped inside. These air pockets reduce the ability of heat to travel through the ice, slowing down the transfer of cold from the outside and helping to trap warmth inside. In other words, the ice blocks act like a barrier, keeping the freezing Arctic air out and holding the warmth in. It's a bit like wrapping yourself in a thick winter coat. The coat doesn't produce heat, but it traps the warmth your body creates. Speaking of warmth, where does the heat come from in an igloo? The answer is you. The human body is a surprisingly effective heat source, constantly radiating heat into the surrounding air. In an enclosed space like an igloo, this heat gets trapped and raises the temperature inside. Add a small oil lamp or a few candles into the mix, and the igloo becomes even cozier. In fact, while it might be minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit outside, the temperature inside an igloo can hover around 20 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 6 to 4 degrees Celsius, cold, but significantly warmer than the outside environment. With warm clothing and blankets, that's enough to stay comfortable. The structure of an igloo plays a crucial role in its ability to stay warm. Its dome shape is not just beautiful, it's functional. The curved walls help to evenly distribute heat throughout the space, while the thick ice blocks provide insulation. Then there's the entrance. Igloos typically have a low, tunnel-like entryway that traps cold air at the bottom. Since cold air is denser than warm air, it stays near the ground, allowing the warm air to rise and remain inside the dome. Think of it as a natural thermos, sealing in the heat where it's needed most. Ice melts, but that's a good thing. Here's something fascinating. As the inside of the igloo warms up, the inner surface of the ice blocks can start to melt slightly. But instead of causing a problem, this actually makes the igloo stronger. The water refreezes almost immediately, creating a thin layer of ice that seals any gaps in the structure, making it even better at keeping the cold out. Why don't you freeze? Of course, it's not just about the igloo itself. The people living in igloos knew how to dress for the cold. They wore layers of clothing made from animal fur and hides, which helped them retain body heat. Combined with the insulated walls of the igloo, this created a cozy refuge even in the harshest winter conditions. The igloo isn't just a shelter, it's a masterpiece of engineering and human adaptation. It shows how resourcefulness and understanding of the natural world can turn the harshest environments into livable spaces. It's no wonder the igloo has become a symbol of survival and innovation. So the next time you hear about an igloo, remember, it's not just a house made of ice. It's a testament to the brilliance of the Inuit people, who use their knowledge of science, design, and nature to thrive in one of the coldest places on Earth.